del juego este. Voy a comprobar a ver si se ve bien. Uy, no sé. Joder. Vamos a ver qué hacer.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
Get used to it, Phelps. Move it along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
A ver. Joder. Hostia puta. Me lo van a censurar el vídeo un poco más.
Trollman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Morgues.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
Vamos a ver qué pistas tenemos. Hay que pista. Huellas.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
Vale, a ver, ¿qué tenemos aquí? Un cepillo que creo que no sirve para nada. No hay pistas. A ver, el bolso.
The victim's bag? Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Las carnal. Vale, ¿hay algo más? Joder, hijo mío, anda. Que sí que vamos a descubrir. Con los huevos.
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
No. No. Este sí vale. ¿Cómo cambio el de abajo del todo? Espera, a ver si nos hemos equivocado. Mira, mira. Ah, vale. Esto se ve aquí. Y ahora. Alejo. Como que es un mechero.
The Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
Mechero de mesa. Te. Bomba Club.
Cause of death?
It could be the head injuries. She has been badly stomped. The cuts look superficial. I'll know for sure in an hour.
¿Cómo está el cagado, chaval?
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
Uf. A ver, no le toques una teta. Que te den DNTs.
Interesting.
¿Qué coño es DNTs?
What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Pues lo has dicho, quitado por suerte. ¿Ves? No tiene nada. ¿Algo más? DNTs. A ver, hijo. Tiene pisadas ahí.
What does the writing on the victim mean?
BD, like Dahlia, Tex. Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
When we get to the Bomba, man could die of thirst in a case like this.
Casi siempre fallo en lo de las preguntas, ¿sabes? Vale, entonces no hay nada más. No, si no hay música es que no hay nada más. ¡Ole! ¡Ole que salta mi tío el figura! Vale, vamos al club bomba. Ahora.
Bueno, yo en eso no me acuerdo del todo. Y a medida que avanzan los casos se vuelve más jodido. Yo tenía que fijar mucho en la reacción de las mujeres.
Hasta ahí llego, pero muchas veces los hijos de puta me la dan. Podemos bajar por aquí, ¿no?
Take a right.
Vamos ya, haciendo bien.
Keep on going through here.
The werewolf?
For my money, a copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? The big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. You've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nicks.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, Oddshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us some corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. There's some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures. He'll rip off the ammo and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phillips, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. Can't make it something it ain't, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We would have found him. Stay on this road.
Any Central Unit, car 16 Adam reports a possible jumper at 8. The Methodist Church unit to handle code 2 identify.
Vamos a ir a ver, dice. Apártense, güey.
Straight on. Okay, at the next corner, go right.
Any Central Unit, car 16 Adam reports a possible jumper at 8 and Hope. The Methodist Church unit to handle code 2 identify.
Vale.
I'll do it! So help me God, I'll jump!
You need to get up there. Let me do the talking, detective. I know a ton of this psychology stuff. You take the back alley and find a way up there.
Come on, Phelps, let's get moving.
You jumping? Make sure you warn me before you do.
I will! Wait, what?
Vamos, sube el culo gordo.
You think this thing can hold you, Rusty?
I'll bring you down with me, Phelps. Come on then, Lightfoot.
No offense, but I don't want you splashed on my shoes.
Are you crazy? What are you trying to do?
I remember my first jumper. Could have soaked him up with a sponge. I still can't eat spaghetti sauce.
Shut up, all right? I know what you're trying to do. It won't work.
This what you wanted?
I can't do it. I'll come quietly. I need some help. Please. You gotta get me some help.
Hola. Ya está.
You're a danger to yourself and to others.
No fácil así.
You're behind the wheel.
Officer needs help, 103 and B.
Vamos a ver qué nos cuentan aquí.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
Sam has taken me to Palm Springs for the weekend. So,
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine?
You going to pay for that?
Christ. Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
I'll wait.
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
Coño, ganar trofeo, ¿ves? ¿De qué?
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're going to tell me.
Okay. I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
Was he ever violent with her?
Celine came in here last night looking like she'd taken a slap. They don't live together anymore, so it might not have been him.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
What? Treats me nice.
Sam has taken me to Palm Springs for the weekend.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thanks, ma'am.
Coño, la máquina de tabaco. ¿O qué hiciste? Sí, es una máquina de tabaco, veo guapo. Muy bien. A ver. Ya los gente.
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killing.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. It's worse than I could ever have imagined.
This officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. A 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
A ver. ¿Dónde está el banco?
Straight through the next intersection. Keep on going through here.
Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. A 211 in progress and shots fired.
What's the situation?
Half a dozen shooters, sir. Cold-blooded sons of bitches. Real professionals.
What do you mean?
Witnesses say they bounced in, aced the guards, and went straight downstairs. Christ knows who they're working for, but whatever's in that vault, they want it bad.
Vais a morir, hijos del mal.
Take the wrong bank,
Inside. We've got to clear out the bottom floor.
Come on, take a push to the building.
Toma, cerdo. Mi puntería es mala, pero certera.
They blocked the goddamn stairs. Detective, take the elevator.
All right, I'll wait here. Don't give them a chance to regroup.
Wish me luck. Buddies upstairs are dead. That leaves you, pal.
Come on, Cole, what's taking so long?
Hay más.
Your move, mister. Come get me.
Just you and me. You can live to tell the tale.
As soon as he pokes his head out, we step on it.
Hostia.
That's it. That's all of them. Car 11K. Shots fired, suspects are down. We're code 4 here, but I need an ambulance at Bank of America. 7th and Olive. Notify coroner and detective headquarters.
Roger on your ambulance 11K. All units code 4 on the 211 at Bank of America. Code 4.
Cinco vehículos ocultos.
Straight on.
A ver si me acuerdo de no se pone la radio.
You're making a right at the next intersection.
No, esto no. Adiós. Bye bye.
KGPL to any Central unit. The citizen reports a man with a gun on Grand between 4th and 5th. Any Central unit identify.
Don't turn here. Keep on straight. Take the next left.
Ole. No soy rastrero, chaval.
Okay, so go left at the next one. Up ahead, you make a right. Head right. Okay, at the next corner, go right.
¿Se podrá comer perritos? No le antes otro.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just...
Up ahead, you turn left.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second. Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary arrangements.
You said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before.
I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal
You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
Qué pedazo de cerdo, colega.
Nope.
Nuestra parte de aviación. Hola.
Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
I don't think so.
Para nada. Una nota.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on. One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
Todavía no hemos visto la habitación.
Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
Tiffany? The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
Don't think this is any use to us.
A regular Amelia Earhart in her day. The ring looks distinctive.
Joder, un pedazo de pedrusco. Vamos a preguntar a los vecinos. A estos de aquí.
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
LAPD, are you acquainted?
Ahora vengo.
¿Y qué le han hecho? ¿El cuarto de baño más grande? Sí. Sale al olor de la cocinilla. Y con un poquito de solitación. Mira que sale para hacer la vez. Quita un poquito, pero como cuánto, quita la habitación. Cada baño, no quedamos con eso. De la cocina quedamos con él, que no sé lo que yo tenía. Y lo del bidé, anda que no pone el bidé. Claro, se usa todos los días y ya está, no pasa nada. Madre mía. Ahora me avisáis. ¿Para qué? ¿Para qué te voy a avisar? Papá, no quiero decir. ¿Vale? Y aquí no tienes que decir que sale al olor. Es que no he salido al olor. He salido a preguntarle. Está en la lavavajillas que le quiero preguntar. Está la fruta que le tengo que comer. Y haciendo la cena. Entonces no te quería preguntar, no puedo trabajar. Me avisas, mamá.
Vamos al lío.
With Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan! Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God. I'm afraid I need to go and then sit down. Please. I'm too upset.
Entonces ya está. Vamos al apartamento de Jacob.
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, if the broad keeps the house looking like that, she probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in and keep the hacks off our backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead. You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh,
for
my God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's-
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
Muy bien.
I get even the slightest hint that you're a flight risk, pal.
This isn't what we're looking for.
Vale.
You think the atmosphere's thick in here? Wait till you try the gas chamber. We'll be back any moment. Just sit down.
The oldest problem there is, what to do about the old lady.
Bate. Uf.
Nothing significant.
¿Cómo que? El arma del crimen, cerdo. A ver. Hay algo más que nos dejamos. A ver aquí. A ver, los zapatos eran del 41. Uf.
Size 11s.
Joder, pedazo de pies tiene, colega. Yo tengo 45. Y hostia. Vamos a echar el lazo a este tío.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
We get the impression that Celine liked to live the glamorous life. How did she end up with a hump like you, Jacob?
Celine was one of the first woman pilots. She hung out with movie stars and royalty. But when she came back here broke and struggling, she married a mechanic. Put a roof over her head, food on the table. Not glamorous, but the best I could do. I'm not ashamed about that.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
Vale, ya voy.
That's a lie, and you know it. You tailed her, watched her come out of a bar, and then beat her to death. Admit it, Henry.
Why would I do that, Detective? My wife was a drunk. It was a sickness with her. Doesn't mean I didn't love her. Would you stop loving your wife if she was unwell?
No, I wouldn't. Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
You went to her house, you fought, you beat her, she left, and then you followed her.
I left first. She tried to batter me with a frying pan. I had to slap her down.
Understandable.
So you can prove that you came back here after you left your wife's place.
I came back here. I was here all night. Start work at 6:30. I'm not the going out type.
Voy a utilizar el punto este.
Did a neighbor see you? Did you talk to anyone? You need an alibi, Jacob.
I don't have one. I was here. I listened to Amos and Andy on the radio, and then I went to bed.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're going to tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
You're not...
Okay. What's this bunkum?
Toma.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
¿Qué ganó? Bueno, lo vamos a dejar por aquí.